River Bandits baseball team has hit 72 home runs this season. Well, make that 73, because their best home run is their public relations strategy. Marco LeNave has been the Director of Media Relations for the River Bandits since finishing his internship there in 2012. The River Bandits are the Quad Cities minor league baseball team. They play their home games at Modern Woodmen Park, where they're setting some PR records. An article written by LeNave this month says that Davenport was named the best Class A ballpark in a Ballpark Digest contest. We are also the number 3 minor league baseball team town in America. The River Bandits average 3,906 fans per game, a franchise record. They couldn't get those kinds of stats without good public relations. In the field of PR, there are 2 codes of ethics that professionals should try to adhere by. The Public Relations Society of America's Code, better known as the PRSA, and the International Association of Business Communicators Code, better known as the IABC. So, what are these groups, and what do they include in their code of ethics? PRSA has been around since 1947 and has over 22,000 professionals involved in their organization. They endeavor to improve professionals' careers by networking, professional recognition, offering conferences and other learning opportunities in the field, and many other things. On the PRSA's official website, they outline their code of ethics and include 6 core values every PR professional should strive to maintain. They are advocacy, honesty, expertise, independence, loyalty, and fairness. The PRSA's members' pledge begins with, I pledge to conduct myself professionally with truth, accuracy, fairness, and responsibility to the public, to improve my individual competence and advance the field and proficiency of the profession through continuing research and education. PRSA is a community dedicated to promoting professional, honest work in the PR field. IABC was established in 1970 and is a community that stretches over 70 countries. They are very similar to PRSA. They offer networking, career development for members. They too have a code of ethics designed to keep PR professionals moral in their jobs. The code of ethics centers around 3 essential principles as listed on their website. Professional communication is legal, professional communication is ethical, professional communication is in good taste. Their code goes on to say that recognizing these principles, members of the IABC will engage in communications that is not only legal but also ethical and sensitive to cultural values and beliefs, and engage in truthful, accurate, and fair communication that facilitates respect and mutual understanding.
When you think of promoting the River Bandits, what's your go-to strategy?
Well, I think working here for 4 years now, some of the key principles just of how the organization operates, and therefore narratives that we want to make sure that the community and the media understand. One is that we're community driven and we're community based. We want to respond to the fans' feedback. We want to be fan friendly. It says on our entrance to the ballpark that you're welcomed to Modern Woodmen Park, the friendliest ballpark in America. So that's what sort of our motto is.
Right.
And we want to make sure that people see that, recognize it in pretty much all of what we do, and that whatever we're working on at the ballpark or promotions-wise is based around that principle.
While these are 2 different organizations, they value many of the same things. Their ethics codes have some major overlap. The 3 similarities that seem most obvious are an emphasis on honesty, advocacy, and independence. These make sense, since all 3 are good qualities for a business to have. Both codes adhere with the social responsibility theory. The theory states that individuals are accountable for fulfilling their civic duty. The actions of an individual must benefit the whole of society.
Especially in the last couple of years, we've won a number of different awards for the ballpark, for the Ferris wheel, for promotions on the field, for charity events, and all that sort of stuff. And we want to make sure that, not to beat people over the head, but make people aware that, we've got something special here in the Quad Cities and they're willing to celebrate that.
This theory may seem more personal than business, but it is just as important to work to benefit society at a job as it is in a day-to-day life. In the book, Mass Communication Theory, social responsibility takes on a more business-like tone. The book says that there is a need for an independent press that scrutinizes over other social institutions and provides objective, accurate news reports. Even the textbook agrees that this theory is radical. How do you get a totally objectified point of view? The answer? You don't. Well, not completely. Everyone has biases, everyone is human. However, in both the PRSA and the IABC codes, there is an emphasis on honesty, being truthful to employees and consumers, and advocacy, providing a voice for those you represent.
Do you think the media hides anything
I
from
don't
you?
think they hide anything from us. Like, I
As
don't-
fans, I mean, we try to stay as involved as possible, but I mean, we don't know every deep, dark secret, so.
Obviously, social responsibility theory is something to strive for. However, sometimes in the business world, things can get murky, and good ethics and intentions can be forgotten in an effort to cover up mistakes. A technical term for covering up mistakes is gatekeeping. According to Wikipedia, gatekeeping is a process through which information is filtered for dissemination, whether for publication, broadcasting, the internet, or some other mode of communication. The process determines not only which information will be selected, but also what the content and nature of the messages, such as news, will be. Every business practices gatekeeping in one way or another. The key is to be ethical about it. There are some things you are not going to want to tell the public, but they still have a right to know.
But have you ever found it challenging, to be honest? With
As far as how to deal with negative news, I mean, you don't try and hide anything, you know, especially if it's, you know, an unfortunate situation of you know, something that happens, you know, whether it's at the ballpark or whether it's in the community related to us or, you know, the team or the organization.
Consumers appreciate honesty, even when it's hard. The Quad City River Bandits have good public relations by adhering to the 2 codes of ethics described, and by striving to be socially responsible, even when they have to practice gatekeeping. Their public relations strategy is less strategy and more being an ethical and honest organization, traits that knock their PR out of the park.